All right, well, that's the third game so far this season and a third shirt ripped off by the Fridge. We find ourselves with an insane matchup where this team is probably the most affected by that LAN buff.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Go Time and Do Fridge coming out of nowhere with now they have 240 hertz and nice PCs. And then we've got the biggest change, in my opinion, Daryl.
Oh,
the
my gosh.
man plays. Their name is not just a name. Bad Wi-Fi is because of how bad his ping is normally. I don't think that man's ever seen anything lower than 70 ping, and it sits around 200 way too much. So magically you go from insane ping and insane mechs even with insane ping to now he's just got the mechs and he's got 8 ping. Like you can't get much more out of a LAN match. So this is gonna be a really good series. Honestly, can't wait. We're working on getting them in here. Paco, I gotta know, what's your prediction on this series?
Honestly, I am going to ride the bad Wi-Fi hype. I think this team just, they're LAN players, man. You have those teams that are good on LAN, you have those teams that are good on LAN, and I think this bad Wi-Fi team has what it takes, and I'm going to say they're going to bracket reset them, and then I think they're going to bracket reset them in, I'm going to say 6.
They're going to take that first bracket reset in 6?
Yep.
I like it, I like it, I like it. I think that momentum swings hard, and I think that they're going to come out very poor, but work their way back in the series. But I think this ends Game 7 to CROSSBAR Kings.
Hey, I like the prediction. Let's get it started here. Dracula's kind of starting off hot, waiting the kickoff for CROSSBAR Kings. Daryl trying to take it out. There's a shot on the net, off the crossbar. Go Time tries to make the save. Daryl back once again to make that shot off. It's going to look like it's going to clear towards the CROSSBAR Kings side. Go Time is up, looking for a pass middle. Daryl waiting in the wing. He's up. Going to look like taking a 50 here. Nice 50. It's Frosty Nick. Tries to clear that out. No joy there, and it's going to sit in this CROSSBAR Kings corner here for a second.
Yeah, it will. As Go Time tries to push this one middle. It's going to be an easy ball for Dracula. Hits it to the outside. Bweet gets to collect. Can he do anything more with it? No. Dracula from the top down. Bweet can't make contact. Ball heading down to Daryl. Daryl to send him mid. Is anyone there? Go Time goes up. Puts one off to the side, not on target. Bweet from the follow-up, able to get it outside. A nice touch in the air, leaves it in the middle. Daryl on. Daryl puts it towards the net, but not quite there. Nick will get it to the outside, and this ball will leave this blue half.
Good pressure coming out from this bad Wi-Fi team as we see Go Time put it right back into that half. Gets a nice dunk that's floating. Might be dangerous. Daryl's up, looking for a double. Can't, does not have the boost. But there's Mountain Dew Fridge, puts it on. But what a save there by the CROSSBAR Kings. Look at this bad Wi-Fi team. Has a shot, but no, denied. Like, just the pressure is unrelenting. Another dangerous attack. It was open off to the net, but no. Dracula with a crazy save.
Yeah, that was a great save, but we got to remember, this team is pure energy and attack. Do Fridge, able to be everywhere. The Fridge is on top of you immediately. Ooh. And that ball rings off the crossbar. An attempt there by Go Time. Can't quite find it. A touch away by Frosty Nick. We'll leave it off to this orange side, and you gotta look. This is just a textbook example of what this team can do. They come off on fire. My prediction's already wrong because I predicted they would start off a little slower. I mean, we'll see if it comes in goals, but so far it's coming in waves, and these waves are raging against this CROSSBAR King side.
Got a couple tsunamis coming in from the CROSSBAR Kings, but finally they're relieving some pressure. Mountain Dew Fridge does not have a lot of boost right now. Gets a low 50. Daryl sends this one off to the side. Bweet gets a nice touch over the top, looking for another touch to the back, but is anybody there to follow up? No. Go Time will try to set this one away. Dracula puts this one right back in, and Dracula sends that one, and CROSSBAR Kings go up by 1.
Yeah, Dracula, the KBM man. Consistency is key. Sends that one top left. Able to slot that just behind Daryl, who probably should have been a little bit farther behind that post, but what can you say? Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
No, absolutely. And like you said, consistency is key. Dracula sends a nice one there. Another one close towards the net, but Go Time there to collect. Go Time will take his time here. Gets a nice 50. Daryl looking to commit here, but bumps Go Time. Messes up his momentum just a little bit. Daryl tries to get a bump. Bweet sends this one to the bad Wi-Fi corner. Mountain Dew Fridge off the ceiling, waiting for something to happen. Go Time sends this one away.
Yeah, this ball floating in the air gets met well by Dracula. He puts one on. Daryl able to get that one to the outside, but he's low boost. Touched in the air by Bweet is going to send him off in the center. He gets a nice 50. Go Time able to get that one to the outside, but Nick's on top of him in just a moment. Go Time working his way into the center, up to Daryl. Daryl to the backboard. Is anyone there? Bweet able to get that one over 1, 2, but not 3. Dufridge able to get that one back into the middle, and this ball gets sent away. A nice touch to the center, but the only one there, the opponents. Daryl's able to get that up to the Fridge. The Fridge sends it high. Daryl from the backboard, can he read it? Not quite. This ball's going to stay kittied in this corner.
You can see just the creativity as one gets passed down to go time. Frosty Nick sends that one away, but Daryl is trying to get those mechanics warmed up. So he's sending this off the backboard to Mountain Dew, and oh, he just barely misses the net. Crossbar Kings doing a good job with the defense on the goal line, kind of shutting down any sort of opportunity that bad Wi-Fi may have. And now Crossbar Kings will try to generate some pressure as this goes out to Bweet. Bweet with a nice low 50 sends it up the wall, sitting in the mid-half, but Go Time clears it out to the Crossbar Kings half. A good try here by Daryl, but Dracula once again is there. Frosty with a pop. Dracula sends it to Bweet. Bweet gets it over one. Go Time is going to have to try to click this in the corner.
Yeah, it's a touch up high. Dracula's there. Can't make much of it. Man can barely use air roll. Have to when you're on KVM.
Yeah.
But this touch barely gets away from him. Dracula shoots it to the backboard. A touch by Nick. Sends it to the side again. And nothing towards the center here for Crossbar Kings. It's bad Wi-Fi. The relenting pressure doesn't let up as Dufridge comes in from the angle. Can't find anything mid. Sweet. Pass to the opponents, but no one's there. Daryl on the turn. This ball high. Fridge deleted. Butte getting it past. Daryl with an awkward touch. This ball's going to be hard for Go Time to read. It's coming off the backboard. It lays out into the center, but no one's there. Fridge gets it high, but it's not past Wheat. Wheat over to Daryl. Daryl from the air. Can he do anything with it? A nice touch off the backboard. Can't follow it up. Go Time on. Can't find anything. Ball falls down to the Fridge. The Fridge collects. Can he get anything more? Not quite. We're down to 10 seconds left. Daryl to the sidewall. Can he get anything mid? It's down, but it's not enough. This ball falling back to Fridge. He goes for boost first. He's a little awkward. And the ball stays up.
Oh my gosh.
Just a little longer. Is anyone going to get this down? Go Time gets bumped away, and Crossbar Kings take game number 1.
Man, I mean, that was pretty clinical coming out from Crossbar Kings. You know, they withstood that wave of pressure at first when bad Wi-Fi was just coming at them just over and over and over again, but some good composure. But looking at Bweet here, he has that 397, putting up some very good numbers here, and some good numbers across the board. You know, Crossbar Kings are looking very composed, you know, and but bad Wi-Fi had some good looks too. Could not finish on these Crossbar Kings half, but you know, so far looking pretty close here in the grand finals.
Yeah, if you're looking at Crossbar Kings offense, one thing you cannot ignore was the 5 demos coming out of Frosty Nick, creating those opportunities. They may have only had one goal, but deleting your opponents, especially off rotation or on offensive pressure, absolutely unrelenting, especially down in Div C.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's one thing that I think bad Wi-Fi kind of has a kryptonite against. When you start getting those like critical bumps and demos, especially at the right time, that can definitely throw a team off their rhythm. So I'm curious to see if Crossbar Kings will continue to use this bump demo strategy on Crossbar or on bad Wi-Fi. And I'm curious to see if bad Wi-Fi is going to be able to adapt if they do so.
Yeah, no doubt. As this ball sent out to the side, Go Time can't make good pressure. Ball floating back in mid. Is anyone there? Bweet with the overlapping pressure. Dracula on early. And from a game where we only had won the entire run, 7 seconds in, Crossbar Kings find a goal.
Let me tell you, Penn, these Crossbar Kings team are looking pretty stinking good. Just a nice setup there by, I think it was Frosty Nick and Daryl there to absolutely clean it up. And they're up 1 again. Are we going to see the same kind of strat again? You know, get one early and then just run out the clock? Or are they going to try to pad some stats here?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I wanted to check just because I was curious, and I was like, I feel like with Frosty and Nick's, like I asked this team a little bit earlier in their first series, hey, what are your guys' styles? I didn't really know this team very well. I played Bweet like 2 seasons ago a little bit. I played Nick a little bit, but I had no idea. And it was like Frosty Nick demos, and that's all I got from them. But Daryl, hold up, and an opportunity here. Can't quite find it. We'd able to get to the outside. Frosty Nick on the follow. Is that on? Off the ringer. The woodwork doing all the work for the defense, and they don't find a goal there. I'm going to go back to what I was trying to say, is that they said he demos. I honestly didn't hear much about this. But this man was the only person other than Grayskull to hit that 2 mark in demos per game, which is absolutely insane. The second man in the league. With a league with Grayskull, it's hard to even get near him.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely do it. I know I am a demo-heavy player myself, and when I heard that Frosty Nick has that 2 demos right behind Grayskull, man, holy mackerel, I was impressed. Yeah, I was average 1.9 demos a game, so I was just off that 2 mark. So, you know, you got to demo a lot to get those kind of stats, but so far in this game, you know, we're just looking kind of like at a back and forth. You know, bad Wi-Fi can't seem to get anything happening, but Dracula, holy crap, what a read. This guy has it all going for him right now.
Dracula able to slot that one
pass.
from
Oh my
deep.
gosh.
Finds himself a brace off a beauty by Buit, and magically CROSSBAR Kings are looking nothing but absolutely dominating in even just a simple back and forth game.
Honestly, this is why CROSSBAR Kings is #1, you know, like, I don't know if bad Wi-Fi is, you know, obviously there's probably some nerves, you know, you're on LAN, you're playing for the grand final, so you got some nerves, but this is not the bad Wi-Fi we saw last night, you know. Their rotations aren't as clean, they're not getting as clean touches on the ball, and, well, there's something happening kind of right there, but still, you know, CROSSBAR Kings are doing a phenomenal job by covering for each other, especially when they get caught out.
Yeah, and a nice touch there. Dracula tries to go for the fake king point, finding a go time. Been able to get it over Buit. Buit gets into the deep side. He's playing a very good third man. He's got a very, very secure backfield presence, and his teammates are not afraid to just over-relenting and unrelenting push. Oh, the beauty comes off the dookie by Frosty Nick, and we find ourselves 3-0 down. Bad Wi-Fi. Started off a little aggressive, but like I said, they're slow to start in scoring.
I like what Daryl was trying to do. He saw that Frosty Nick was going to challenge him, wanted to get it over him, but Frosty Nick just read him like a book. And this bad Wi-Fi team are heavily on their back foot. They need to make some adjustments here, especially down 3-0 with a little under 2.5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, call it a bestseller. Frosty Nick looking fantastic. This ball popped up. Shot on by Dracula. A placement masterpiece. Dracula finds himself a hat trick.
Look at this man right here. He just takes his hands off the keys and he's like, give it to me. Just the absolute placement is absolutely magical coming out from Mr. Dracula.
Yeah, an absolute snipe there. They find themselves 4-0 over bad Wi-Fi. A nice touch in the air by Weak. He follows it up, sends it towards his backboard. A touchdown by Go Time, back quickly. A little bit of a double commit. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Another commit there is going to leave them with space, but they just throw it away. Dracula in the air, met well by Go Time. Back into their half. We can't get much, but it's straight to Daryl. Daryl puts a shot directly into Nick's soul. Nick dead.
Oh.
Go Time sends this one mid, but nobody's there. The ball gets cleared, and this entire attack fizzles out.
Daryl was looking for a pass up there. Go Time was on the wall, but he didn't know, so he turned right off. So Daryl just cleared that one away. Daryl, once again, trying to pop this up, going for the ball, trying to get this one around. Goes for the 4%, does not get it. Weak, killing us in the corner. Dracula up off the sidewall. He's been lethal from this angle before, just couldn't get it on. Go Time like get a nice touch. Daryl covering for that touch off the sidewall. Frosty Nick passes one over to Dracula. Mountain Dew Fridge is up really early, misses the touch. Frosty Nick's there, but misses the ball. Daryl will try to collect, but they're booming it away. One thing that I've noticed is bad Wi-Fi is just booming this ball away. They're not controlling it, and Dracula has a shot on, and Dracula capitalizes off of a very awkward hit here from Go Time.
Yeah, Dracula, the sniper, finds one from past half court there. An absolute shot there. And magically, we find ourselves, Dracula's got 4 goals by himself. He had the goal from last game, correct?
Yeah, he did.
This man is sitting on 5 goals so far this series, and we have played about 9 minutes of Rocket League. And on the other side, this team is droughting. I mean, we saw 2 of the longest droughts in DCRL history just yesterday of 16 minutes and 16 minutes and 30 seconds. The last thing I need to see right now is another long drought, and they're nearing 10 minutes right here.
And here's the thing, Penn. Buit, arguably one of their best shooters, has not even started to get going yet. Buit's the one with the 40% shooting average. Like, he's not even taking any shots yet. Dracula is the one that, taking all the shots. So bad Wi-Fi has to figure something out here in these last 30 seconds, or, it's not looking very good for him.
I call Buit a plan C. Plan A, the first man obviously gets through. That's not going to happen. Plan B is what the majority of people score on. It's that second man following up. Plan C is what I was last season. It's you show up, you somehow get the most open net of your life or a decent shot that you can go for, and then you just slot it in. And that's how we get such high shooting percentages. I had one of the highest in DIV last season. I still had a decently high one this season. And it's just based off that. Dracula not able to put that one at the very end. This ball falling down, and Crossbar Kings out of nowhere find themselves 2-0 in this series. Bad Wi-Fi, need to find something, maybe call a timeout, I don't know, but something needs to change.
No, absolutely, and you're looking Dracula with 4 goals in game number 2. Just an absolute menace on the pitch right now. It seems he just cannot miss. You know, he's just setting up such a nice shot, and just I wonder how much of Coco's aim trainer this man has done, because he is just lethal from like every angle.
I don't think it's Coco's aim trainer more than it's just KBM.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever play with Scout, but playing with this guy seems to be playing with Scout. Like, you're not going to get a triple flip reset or like some crazy mechs or even some air roll, but you will get consistent shooting from different distances for almost the entirety of the time you play with them.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I play on some KBM myself, but that's just basically for fun. I don't take it too seriously, but here we go. Game number 3. No timeout coming up from Bad Wi-Fi. That might be I don't think that's a great call right now, but maybe they know what they need to do, and they're just like, all right, let's just run it. So
I was definitely thinking timeout also. Daryl with a nice touch to the side, followed up quickly by the Fridge, but this ball straight to Dracula. Can he get anything in the air? Not quite. A touchdown by the man himself, Daryl, but no one finds anything. A nice little touch here by Wheat, sends it high. Is anyone there to follow? Not quite. Go Time will get it out, but it's just a toss away. And nobody's doing anything offensive-wise, but Fridge with a chance here on the Dookie, not quite. Go Time sends this one towards the back wall, but Daryl double committed, so now the operation in its entirety is a little on the back foot, on the back ledge.
No, very true, and Crossbar Kings trying to capitalize here as Frosty Nick sends this to the corner. Daryl's there, does not have a lot of boost, has to turn away. Wheat with a shot, rings off there. Daryl looking to set something up here. He has time, sends it down. Frosty Nick with an awkward touch. Go Time goes, gets beat past one. Can the Fridge capitalize? No, it's off, and Wheat gets a nice clear out there. Still in this Crossbar Kings half, as it's still looking dangerous, but Frosty Nick looks trying to clear. Good 50, but Wheat has a shot, rings it off, though, nowhere near the net, and that offense will fizzle out here for Crossbar Kings.
Yeah, and right there we saw a shot opportunity. Doesn't find it. Maybe that's a bit of a chance here for Bad Wi-Fi if they clean this up. They're one game away from being on the back end of match point, and that's not what you want to see. Ball rolls to Daryl. He sends it high. He follows quickly. He's able to get it past Wheat, but he's sent away flying. As a follow-up here by the Fridge. He's able to get this one mid. No one reads. Go Time jumps early. And this ball is just dead on their offensive line, and no one's there. I got to say, if there's one thing that has impressed me wholeheartedly, it's not the offensive pressure that Crossbar Kings is putting on, which, as we're about to watch by them scoring, is pretty dang good. Dracula with a nice shot right there. It's the fact that Bleat can sit back and just be as comfortable as he is. His teammates fully and utterly trust his third band aspect and are just willing to just cut in, turn. Dracula, shoot from any distance. We can follow it up. That type of style is absolutely insane for DC.
No, absolutely, and Dracula gets a nice cut here, gets a touchdown middle. Nobody's there. Then the Fridge with some good patience. Go Time is going to collect, try to pop this up. Frosty Nick cuts it off with a shot opportunity and double commits. Dracula, can he shoot it? Yes, he can, but Daryl there to save. Daryl barely caught some of that ball there, but
put it away!
Oh! Dracula almost peeking. Frosty has to make a save here. Good save to the corner. Oh, shot opportunity. No, Bleat denies once again. Bleat coming out with some nice clear center. Dracula. Oh, but it's off. Oh, it's still dangerous. Pops off the backboard. Frosty Nick off, down. Nobody's going. Go Time is up. Gets an awkward touch towards Bleat. Daryl gets a nice 50. Frosty Nick backflips. Daryl might have an open net here. Has to take it around. No boost, and Dracula will cut it off.
All right, sorry. When did DivC learn how to mid pitch pass?
I know, right?
Like Well, huh?
They're evolving.
A nice touch there. Sends it out wide. Dracula on the turn. He sends one mid, but nobody's there. A touch away will find Go Time with space, but no time as this ball's going to get sent back towards him. Daryl with a nice shot on. No one there other than the Nick, who's able to send it out. Frosty gets it out there, but Go Time lying back. He gets a touch off the wall. It's misread. Tries to follow. We can't make the contact. Dracula on. Gets it into this orange half.
What a demo.
A demo comes out. Can he turn on this one? No. Go Time with a nice 50. Able to send this one to the mid. Daryl on. Bleep, though. Secured and safe in the back line. Keeps them in good hands.
Like I said, Guido is always there. You know, he had a nice shot, but Frosty Nick has a shot on and buries it. Bottom corner. Frosty Nick putting Crossbar Kings up 2-0 with 50 seconds left in game number 3.
Crossbar Kings this game have had what I'd like to call a placement masterpiece.
Oh my!
I don't think I've seen a single goal go in that was like not like just was just a throwaway goal. It's been shot after shot after shot of just solid, consistent shots that. And some go wide, some miss. But you know what? They're not letting in easy shots, which means that this has just been a shooting masterclass on top of an already okay defense.
Absolutely. And if there's any lower-ranked players listening right now, it does not matter. The flashy mechanics do not matter. As we're seeing right now, consistent shooting and pass plays and just good rotations can help you, win your games. So as time ticks down here, we have 17 seconds left. Bad Wi-Fi needs something to happen, but they're absolutely getting hammered right now. Daryl tries to make it clear out. 10 seconds left. Frosty Nick will try to put this up to the backboard, just wasting so much time. Dracula almost with another shot, and it's looking like Crossbar Kings will be on match point.
And yes, Crossbar Kings with another win find themselves one away. An absolute stomping so far. And honestly, like I timeout maybe? Are they going to call it?
If they do not call a timeout, I'm going to be shocked.
If they don't call a timeout, in my opinion, they're signing a death wish. But
yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. Maybe they're just like, you know what? We're outclassed here. Let's just send it. But who knows? Who knows?
But like, I don't think they are. Their defensive rotations have been really good this LAN. It really just comes down to, can they make their pressure worth it? Can they put the shots on target? And I think they need to talk through a strategy, talk through a way to make that competent strategy or competent idea work. And they know themselves. We don't know them. We can make assumptions. We can make gauges on how well they're going to play or what they're going to try to do. They know what they can do, and I just want to see them make some semblance of effort of trying to find their way back in the series, because I can't wait. But from the sounds of the boost in my ears, I am pretty sure we have no timeout. We are straight back into this. The 1 seed 3-0 so far in this series score. Bad Wi-Fi, number 4 seed, has nothing so far and a whole reverse sweep ahead of them if they can pull it off.
Yeah, Bad Wi-Fi has a long road ahead of him. Go Time will put a shot on early, tries to, and the drought is over. Go Time sinks one for Bad Wi-Fi.
I was trying not to talk about the drought because I didn't want to jinx it, because there's a part of me that wanted to keep going. But that was the second longest drought so far this entire LAN, and probably one of the longest in DCRL history of around 15 minutes. Oh no, that wasn't the longest. We're good. They were under under silver leveling. We're fine. No, that's a nice touch there by Frosty Nick. Can he do anything with it? A nice touch there by Daryl. Leads him to the center. Can't probably find the shot. Ball rolling back. Go Time on. Sends this. A triple commit, but they've got the ball in their hands. Dracula's going to play past one. Fridge sends it high. Nick, from his own defensive side, tries to get it past Daryl. Daryl to the sidewall. Can he do anything in the air? Nice touch to start, but didn't use the boost initially, so there's no follow-up. Go Time with a nice 50 in the middle, able to get this off to the sidewall. Dracula in the follow, sends it long. Go Time there. He'll get at least one, but Buit, quick on the follow, gets a touch to the corner. Can he follow it quicker? Yes, he can. The angle's nice. The height is great, and Buit finds the equalizer.
That third man right there, man, reading that beautifully right off that corner bounce, putting it right over the top of the Fridge. And we have a 1-1 game here with 4:04 left. Crossbar Kings on match point. Bad Wi-Fi, what do you got left in you?
Yeah, we need to see something, because this has been absolutely rough. A launch there by Dracula, sends it to the mid. Daryl meets it well, though. A touch by Frosty Nick out to the outside. He can't do much more as the Fridge cuts him off. Straight over to Go Time. Go Time to Daryl. Daryl trying to get something middle, but his teammates aren't there in time. A little overcommitted. They have to retreat back quickly. A nice 50 there by Go Time, though, sends it to a boostless Tweet.
Oh,
a demo comes out, giving him a little boost and letting him rotate, but another demo comes out, and that buys them time. A little bit of time to get past one. Can he do anything more? No, a touch above, but Daryl meets it. Daryl, can he get past two? Not quite. A nice little touch by Bleed, sends it back towards net, and they find it. Crossbar Kings take the lead back off a beautiful redirect.
Goodness gracious, Bleed. Who thinks of going for this shot? And it could have been a pass regardless. What an absolute immaculate touch coming out from Mr. Bleed.
Yeah, I don't have the stats, but this score line of this series is going to look very rough in the post. An absolute rager here for Crossbar Kings. They need to find something to keep this, maybe even push that lead out, because bad Wi-Fi could find some momentum out of nowhere. This ball back into the corner, a nice touch to the side by the Fridge. And is he going to do anything more? No. Daryl takes over, but he's sent away. He's bumped and demoed into infinity. Go Time can't quite make a 50. Fridge is going to have to turn onto Bweet. Bweet, 50's and better. This ball's heading mid, but no one there to follow. Daryl with an awkward touch. Keeps it in the corner, but no teammates on. Forces to do the 50 himself. Not much here for them as he tries to just get out of his own half.
Yeah, I mean, looking kind of bad Wi-Fi, looking a little bit stagnant here. Frosty Nick gets a nice clear to the sidewall. Bweet looking to get a touch here, but no, Mountain Dew Fridge will get in his way. Tries to get a secondary touch. Daryl off the sidewall has a shot opportunity and Go Time sinks that one in.
What an absolute sniper. Finds another goal. They are tied up in this series, equalized again. It's all back to 0-0, 2:20, about a half the game, little less than half the game left. They need to find their way back into this series and not just in a gentleman's sweep.
No, they got a long road ahead of them if they want to continue, but good 50 to start. Coming out here, Go Time goes up for it, gets one touch to the backboard. Dracula playing it patient. Daryl with a shot, maybe hits off the crossbar. No joy right there, and Bleat will try to clear this one out.
Yeah, two teammates trying to relentlessly push through. This ball to the backboard,
oh
no
Lord.
one to follow. Fritz gets it over one, can't get it past two. Bleat with a nice touch into the back line. Go Time awkward, Daryl in his goal. Daryl a little more awkward, but he's able to get that one out wide. He's got boost and he's got time here. Can he figure it out?
Daryl looking a little awkward, gets around that one, has the 50 with Bleat. This is rolling towards the net. Go Time with a nice cover. Tries to clear it, but Dracula with another shot.
No!
Oh my God! Dracula, this man does not miss. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this shot coming out right here? Daryl thought he had the read, but it posts in, and it looks like the Rocket League gods are on Crossbar King's side.
They take the lead again. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to find one for bad Wi-Fi. They need to do this now or their series and season are over. A touch to the sidewall. This ball rolls mid. Can he get anything mid for his teammates? Not quite. The Fridge sends it high. Go Time there. Can he put it on?
Oh!
No! The ball rings off the crossbar. The fourth defender, an absolute madman here for Crossbar Kings.
I swear that fourth defender is an MVP, but Daryl's up with the shot off the crossbar again. Go Time trying to keep this in for his team. Frosty Nick gets a taps it off the sidewall. Frosty Nick once again puts this right back in. Oh, Daryl's a shot. No, it's off. Bleat has no boost though. They don't know that though. Off the sidewall once again. And bad Wi-Fi just can't get the ball in the net. But here, Daryl with a little bit of mechs coming out in the corner still once again. Go Time trying to put something on, but Bleat clears it again once again.
Yeah, this ball floating mid. Bleat there sends it high to the corner. This ball falling down. Will anyone be there other than Nick? No. Frosty with a shot to the middle. Can't quite find it on the angle. Sends it to the outside. Dracula a little awkward off a team bump. A little bit of a touch there by Go Time. Will get past one. A demo on two. And they need to find something here. A ball flying mid. No one there. No boost. No resources. They need something. 12 seconds left or their season is over. A beauty of an angle comes out by Dracula, signing the warrant and sending them away.
Oh my gosh, Dracula started this game off with such good shooting consistency, and he will cap off this 4-0 for CROSSBAR Kings.
I mean, if you wanted to be perfect, you can be perfect. And I can't complain. I can't sit here and say anything else about it. They had a absolute textbook entirety of their playoffs. They started by sweeping this team after falling to one of their most awkward series this season. They swept Bad Wi-Fi, then they swept Silver Leveling, and then they followed it up with this series where they came out swinging. They weren't going to let them get anything at all. This series ends 4-0 sweep.
CROSSBAR Kings are your Div C Grand Finals champions. And, I mean, honestly, let's give it to Bad Wi-Fi. They crawled their way out of the lower bracket to make this day. Kudos to Bad Wi-Fi for making the run, but congratulations to CROSSBAR Kings for a dominant Grand Finals win.
An absolute showing from these boys. I mean, you can give Go Time a bit of a shove, like, hey, he did pretty good. He got what he could. He just tried to find something, but again, you just look at the stats. Shots from all three players. Nick with 5 demos. Just an absolute shooting, like,
machine, bro.
I can't. Like, the team played. Dracula didn't seem to miss. I mean, it was just a fantastic series from them. Honestly, CROSSBAR Kings, I didn't get to cast them much, I think, at all during the regular season.
Yeah,
but they ended this season in the purest form of a stride. But Paco, both of us were wrong.
I know, dude. Like, holy crap.
But I got to go back. I got to know who the heck did the was it Tyler HG that did the guess for this one? I can't remember who, but someone did the Div C predictions, and I kind of want to know what they said, because I don't think anyone said Bad Wi-Fi gets to the end versus CROSSBAR Kings, but CROSSBAR Kings just doesn't stop sweeping.
Yeah, man, holy crap, dude. I mean, CROSSBAR Kings showing why they're the #1 seed for sure. So just an absolute dominant performance from this CROSSBAR Kings team. And, I mean, okay, I'm actually kind of sad because I was hoping to cast with you more, Pen, especially on LAN. You know, like, this is like, I think last time I cast was a 4-0 as well. But, I mean, hey, you know, that's just my luck. But, you know, you take what you can get, you know.
You really do. With that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out with us. He and I, Paco and I, are heading out. But so soon here. We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We'll be heading to intermission. We'll see you after that for the awards. Peace.